Hello.
Happy early Halloween.
Happy early Halloween.
Spoopy.
Happy Halloweeny.
Hello. Why is everybody nervous? It's not like
No reason.
You tell me, man. I was busy thinking about how none of us own a wiener dog because that would be a good joke, you know? So
I own a bratwurst dog.
yeah. Oh, actually, you're about to.
I really
You're about to
got
own a
it
weenie dog.
Yeah. All right. Hello, friends, and welcome to Gut Punch RP, a tabletop role-playing game stream channel that is focused on inclusivity in gaming spaces as well as charity. You can type !donate, and that'll take you to a link to our ongoing Tiltify event for raising money for I Need Diverse Gaming. ! Charity will take you to a link to go find out more about this organization and all the cool things that they do. Each month we give away tasty dice sets to random donors, so you know, hey, donate and you could win some maybe tasty like dice sets. Don't eat dice unless you choose to, but like don't blame us.
Just gum them gently. No, please don't gum them gently.
Just so you're aware, because this is a charity stream channel, the money that comes into the channel for subs and bits and all that fun stuff goes back into the channel for upgrades, as well as all the prizes that you see us giving away. Speaking of prizes, we are now sponsored by Dungeons Gate. It is a local gaming store here in some of our folks' neck of the woods. So if you like mini dice, like
the Midwest. It's all these Midwesterners, man.
Yeah. So here is a set of little itty bitty cute polyhedral dice. They're called Stardust Teal. So if you would like a chance to win this at the break, stick around and we will do a keyword giveaway for that. Additionally, we are still sponsored by Tabletop Loot, so you can type !Tabletop Loot into the chat for more information on that, but you can use the code GutPunchRP when you check out there to get yourself 15% off. If you would like to support the channel in ways that don't involve you giving away your money to charities or to the channel in the form of subs and bits, that's fine. Just being here is all we ask. You can also do things like follow us on all the various social media and interacting with our stuff, like retweeting our go live tweet. It really does help. I promise you, it really, really does help. Also, if you're joining us for the first time, we post all of our previous episodes on YouTube. So we have this show. We also have alternating Thursdays, a cowboy western themed one that is run by our very own Elegant Feather Duster, and it's very tasty. Also, this is an off week for Welcome to Black River. This week on Friday, we will be playing Darkness Rising, that is run by our very own Princess Lady Bro, who's in the chat right now. If you have joined us, thank you. Welcome. Hi. This is our ongoing D&D 5th edition Homebrew Campaign, Lorelwind, where nothing bad ever happens. It is not a stressful campaign. There is no trauma whatsoever. We play this every Monday. Yeah. Bunch of what?
I was just gonna say we're a bunch of super healthy individuals with no problems whatsoever.
Yes. I mean, that's just D&D. Yeah, so there was something else I was going to say that I lost it in the thing. Now I can't remember. Trauma. That's all I can remember.
I screwed you up. Tabletop Loot?
No, we already did Tabletop Loot. It was off script moment. I don't know. It's gone. It's gone forever. That's fine. It'll come to me at some point. We'll probably not be on stream. I don't really have much of a recap. I'm just gonna kind of wing it because, like, while a lot happened, a lot didn't happen, but a lot happened. So basically, if you're ready for it, our group navigating towards city center in order to, I believe, catch up with the saloon crew or find the saloon crew. I may be mistaken on that. But anyway, they were headed to city center, and
we were trying to find the dog wizard.
That's right.
Dog wizard TM.
Looking out for the dog wizard, aka Gregor, that Annabelle had spotted, and suddenly, as if a light switch had been turned off, the sun high in the sky goes away and everything becomes night. And then spooky, creepy crawlies come out from the corner, around every corner, to jump and attack our party. At, I believe, various moments during all of this tasty combat, every single player went down.
Yeah, possibly.
I
went down multiple times, so
every single character went down at least once. It was harrowing and touch and go, but eventually our heroes overcome all of these baddies, but not without hearing sounds of other combats around the corner. At one point, Captain Jasper Bronson is seen from across the battlefield, but then when the battle is over, she cries out to Annie, and Annabelle calls out to her captain, begins to move forward, but then coming from around the corner, the prodigal sister, clomping with her heavy metal boots, wearing full plate that's all spikes and black metal. She flourishes her mace almost as if magically, and brings it down on the captain. The captain falls to the ground limp. Ellie takes another step forward, puts her boot on the chest. Well, no, sorry, on the back of the captain. Reaches down. You see her pull out a metal vial, scoops up some of the blood from the captain, closes the vial, and tucks it away in a pouch on her belt. She then grabs something from around the captain's neck. Make me a perception check, Annabelle.
She's running towards them, just for the record. Okay. That's a 26.
Nice. You see that it looks like a necklace, but you should also make me a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck. Okay.
I believe it's wisdom. Let me double check.
Oh, God.
Guidance.
Shouldn't run away.
Yeah.
Depends on how close you are.
Yeah, I've already started running.
Can I postmortem guide Annabelle?
Sure.
Okay, you've been guided.
Okay.
Add a
Thank
D4.
you.
I'm once again asking you to add a D4.
Okay. 14.
It's as if you're paralyzed and can't move forward.
Can I speak? Can I do anything? Can I?
I believe so. It's just that you can't move forward.
Okay, then I'm gonna just shout to her. Allie, what are you doing?
She looks up at you. Oh, hello, sister. She waves her hand. The mace floats up. Sullen, make me an Arcana check.
Oh no. No, this dice fucked me. Hold on. Okay, 18.
It acts a bit like your feather as she floats the mace up.
Is she gonna bring it down on Annie? Does it seem that she's bringing it up with intent?
It seems... Make me an insight check.
17.
It seems as if she is mostly picking it up from the captain.
Okay.
And she puts just a little bit more weight into the back of the captain. As she... Hello, sister.
Allie,
It's been a number of years. You don't look any different, though.
yeah. You do. You're taller.
And then she looks to the side. And you see, coming from around this corner over here. Oh, sorry. Get my pointer back. From this corner over here. A man who you've seen before. But it's been almost what feels like a lifetime ago when you all first went to that first keep. It's a bald man with a sharp black goatee who's approaching Ellie. Did you get what we needed? And Ellie looks over to him. I did. Are we ready to go?
What? No. What?
And then, as if she's not paying attention to you anymore, he's... Have you heard from Gregor? And then she responds with a... No, but I don't care much. If we're ready to go, let's go. And then... Vikings. You see, coming back from where Bodak went and striding forward with these long strides. You see a tall man with broad shoulders, a cloak that is mostly fur, like a black fur cloak with a gray collar on it. He has long dark hair, a very prominent brow, and he just strides up to them. And almost, his voice almost sounds like a growl as he talks, gravelly. And if we have what we came here for, we should head to the keep. We need to get moving. Ellie looks back to you, Annie.
That's it?
She takes a step forward. It was about the third year that I gave up waiting for you.
I don't know what happened. I have no idea. What happened to you?
I learned to take care of myself.
I'm sorry.
And she waves her hand. And in going across here. Whoops. That did not work. Going right across here. We see 100 feet from the ground into the air, a wall of blades appears. What do you all do?
I think, well, Bjorn steps forward and it kind of just does a, like, now hold on a minute, kind of, but, like, it seems like they're in the middle of getting the fuck out of here.
Am I still frozen?
A few moments pass after the blade barrier appears, and then you're not frozen. You also...
I'm running right up to it.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
I would just say that let me look. I would say that Scotty in particular... Oh yeah, this guy's... Wait. We don't need the baddie on this old baddie on here. Whoops. Move that spiritual weapon. We don't need that baddie there. I would say that Sullen, Scotty, and Bjorn, you hear more of the fighting getting closer that was happening around the corner.
Yeah, I mean, I think Bjorn is moving forward. He's guessing that, well, he knows all these individuals are clearly important, but is also like, oh, that Gregor person matches who we're looking for. So if there's any way to stop them, like...
I would probably move forward too and check on Annabelle first thing.
Yeah, like, I think we're all...
Can I see the captain through this
So
wall?
the captain is on the other side of the blade barrier.
Can I see her?
You can. What you see is kind of a vertical wall of whirling razor sharp blades that are made of magical energy. So as they're whirling, you can kind of get glimpses of her, and she is just laying there and bleeding.
She's gonna start to try to go through. I don't know if anyone's gonna try to stop her, but
Bjorn would, yeah, he'd be like, hey, maybe don't walk through the knife wall. Like, he would try to grab the back of her, like, shirt.
I can't just leave her.
Okay, but you can't walk into a wall of knives either. If you die, you're useless to her.
Fine, then what? Then what do we do?
I don't know, but maybe take a moment to think about it.
She doesn't have a moment.
I know. How tall is the wall?
100 feet.
How close is she to the wall? Is she within 60 feet and visible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is she?
Oh,
What?
Oh, sorry, Ellie.
Ellie?
Oh, I was talking about the captain.
Oh,
But that's also a good question.
okay. Are you more concerned about your sister or about the captain? There's two.
Well, one of them is about to die, so
Okay,
And point of order, one of them is not there anymore.
right.
Okay, they did leave.
Okay, they did leave. All right. Can we get to around it?
Well, maybe Seer can go on the roof, go around the edges.
Like peeking out the
Annabelle's
window, like
group
what the hell's going
running
on?
over to the side.
Yeah.
Annie is running over to the side and is trying to see if she can get around it by climbing up and over. As soon as Bjorn says that, she's like, "Oh shit, that's something that I can do."
Yeah, Someone would probably follow her and try and spare the dying if he can reach her. But
Well, if he goes, I don't want to interrupt you. What were you gonna do?
that's all.
I was gonna say if Bjorn goes with Annabelle, he can help give her a leg up, which I will do.
What are they doing? Why are they what's happening?
Shit, the
She's
captain.
not on the board. Why isn't she on the board?
Oh.
Oh, I'm
Compare her
sorry.
now.
I apologize. It's 100 feet long and 20
okay.
feet
Oh.
high.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So
Got
keep
it.
going.
I was
Well, the reason I asked is because, like, maybe we could, like, toss Annabelle over.
Sure, let's
We
try it.
practice this. Shield.
How far is the captain from the wall, and is she visible?
She was just
if you
10
got
feet
a
on the other
higher,
side.
yeah, if you get a higher vantage point, she will be visible. However, because she is laying on the ground, I'll put that she is right here. That was not as big as I wanted it to be. There we go.
So can't be seen through the wall.
Right.
Annabelle's trying to get over. She will jump down from a rooftop if that's what she has to do, to like jump over the wall. Like she's trying.
Guidance.
Make
Yeah, I
me a dexterity or acrobatics check.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Can I help at all?
That's good. If Scotty does the shield and Annabelle runs at it, could we like kind of launch her up? Like we
Yeah, like,
or
Yeah,
like we
let's-
could.
Bjorn and
Like
Scotty
Bjorn gives me a
help.
boost or
Yeah.
something, or
Yeah.
Roll it at advantage.
Thank you. Okay, good, because the first roll was a 2. Okay, now with guidance, it's a dirty 20 acrobatics.
All right, you are able to scale. Like, how? Who's giving you the boost?
Say probably.
If you're, are you going over the roof? Are you trying to use the roof, or are we tossing you over?
I think, I mean, we're by the roof right now. I think she was starting to scramble up. She was
Okay, then
starting to
Bjorn
do that,
will.
so.
Bjorn was with her and stopped her going through the wall, so I
Okay.
think he would follow her over to the building.
Okay, cool. And then she's gonna jump down and then sprint to the captain and try to give her a healing potion.
All right. You are able to, with the help of the Vikings, get over, and you run. Make me a medicine check.
Oh god, not that one. That one rolled badly for it. Okay. God. Natural 20.
As you are running,
Which makes it a 22.
as you're running, you notice that there is no rise and fall.
Fuck.
She does not appear to be breathing.
Annabelle?
She just falls to her knees at her captain's side, and she starts crying. Finally.
I think someone's probably trying to get over the building to get to her at this point.
Yeah, I think Bjorn is trying to find like another way for everybody to get around, or like at least look around for it.
as you're looking around, the wall eventually will disappear.
And so he will go over there.
I can move her over.
Like, I'm gonna guess probably everybody is like... So is she...
Solon probably tries and casts a Spare the Dying just to see, but...
Annie, you... As you were rounding the corner and you realize that you haven't seen any breathing, you notice that where the impact of the mace is right at that, like, point in the back where the spinal cord meets the skull.
I think Bjorn kind of just puts his hand on Annabelle's shoulder. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Me too.
We did what we could, but... Well, there's nothing I can say that'll make it...
We saw them, and we know that they're in town, and we know that they're close, and there's obviously someone here for you two, too.
Well, maybe not anymore. In town, I mean. But we know where they went.
True.
We'll go after them. We'll find them. And he just kind of keeps standing there with her as long as she needs.
She's gonna be there a while unless you guys move her.
He'll stay, man.
Sky's gonna keep watch, make sure nothing gets close.
Scotty, make me a perception check.
Boy, why'd I do that? While she's also keeping watch, those creatures we'd fought, did anything look familiar to Scotty? Like maybe she's seen them before? Or...
Make me an intelligence check as well.
Oh, come on. Okay. Okay, that's a natural one for perception for a whopping 3.
Oof.
Okay.
And intelligence check?
Yep.
14.
Not
I'm not doing
really.
that. Yep.
And you hear almost as if they're very close upon you. More noises coming from where the Bodak went off to. And you look up. We'll say Bjorn as he's standing there with Annabelle. And you see more of those weird goat tick things. A lot of them headed your way.
And Bjorn pick up...
Dramatic pause.
I would assume we meant pick up Annabelle.
So pick up me. Yeah.
Pick up the body, probably, because Annabelle could move on her own.
Well,
I mean, if someone picked up the body and started walking, would you come with?
what were you gonna say, Dusty?
The captain. I want to pick up the captain's body and get the fuck out of here.
She was already like backing away.
Yeah.
Andy, are you
Cheer.
moving?
Actually, Sullen,
Oh my god.
you hear you hear an interesting accent that you don't or you haven't heard this person before. But Blaze, for fuck's sake, quit with whatever you're doing. Let's run. We need to get out of here. They're overtaking us. Yeah, just get around the corner.
Blaze?
Not now. And then you see, like, as they look over to you, they almost get like one of those weird suction cup mouth things, like almost gets attached onto their forearm, but then at the last moment is able to like bring the hilt of the sword down on it, and they like, oh, do you need help? There's a lot of them.
We don't need help. We need help.
We should join up and we should get out of here.
We need
You
to
should
run.
come with us.
Definitely
Annabelle's not
should run.
moving. Scotty's gonna go grab her.
Yeah, Sullen's gonna guide her for movement if he can.
Thanks. She'll accept Scotty's hand to get her up to her feet and
We
kind of.
gotta go.
So can I pick up the captain's body so that we can take it with us?
I absolutely. You're not even gonna have to roll for that. I assume that Bjorn can dead weight the captain. Deadlift the dead weighted captain.
Ooh, dead lift the captain.
Dead
Too soon. Too soon.
Yeah.
So yeah, Blaze is kind of like backing up and just fighting these things, and it seems like almost a never-ending horde of these monstrosities.
I'm gonna
Let's
start
go.
walking backwards and like stick with the party and cast Expeditious Retreat on myself. Expeditious. And if I can, on my way, I would like to Eldritch Blast the ones that are currently on Blaze, like to help with the getting them off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yes. Well, I'm not, unless y'all stick around, we're not going to go into initiative.
Yeah.
No.
I think we're all in agreement. Sprint out.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here, and hopefully Blaze and Co comes with us.
Yeah.
Stay safe. Let's go.
I mean, someplace defensible though. Where are we going? I'll just also
back
start
to the
running with the
inn.
party.
We
I don't
can go back
know.
to the inn where we were.
All right. So
shit.
now
Maybe. I don't
we
know.
are, okay. So,
Annabelle, do you want to be on the
Or the
ship?
golem.
I don't know.
Maybe?
I just there's only one entrance. I don't know. Maybe just the fuck out of here. I don't know.
Let's in first. Building first. Water later.
Okay.
Are we closer
get
to
out
the
of
inn
town?
or to anywhere we've been before, like the Golden Golem or the temple, or like anywhere that seems?
so your path straight forward in the map would take you kind of more towards the docks direction. To the left would take you towards the inn.
Okay.
Where you're retreating is going to be taking you out of town.
Okay.
Is
Okay.
there
Out of
a
town.
clear path the opposite way, like to the right, I guess?
If we go to the inn, our horses are still there.
Horses might be gone already.
Yeah, they may be.
It might be out of town.
Well, were they
Yeah, that's probably.
were they there this morning? You know, like I assume we kind
Well,
of.
are
keep an
they
eye on
still
them.
have they survived these beasties? I think is
Beaches.
Yeah.
Sure, but it's maybe worth checking.
Yeah.
Wait. She's rolling.
I don't know.
She's getting out.
I will
She's
say
getting out the
Annabelle's
special dice.
just gonna follow where everybody else goes. She's not thinking straight, so she's just gonna
I think
follow.
we need
I
to
mean,
get
it
out of
depends on the
town.
beasties
Everything
as
in
well.
town is going to be overrun. The entire town got turned to darkness. We need to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess if we see any horses on the way.
So Blaze is kind of fighting backwards, and then you see that there's this smaller woman with them dressed in kind of these wrapped gray and black robes, and she looks towards the direction that Bjorn and Annabelle are coming and sees a bunch of those creatures, and kind of in that same area that the blade barrier was, a wall of fire appears to block the enemies coming that way. Well, I believe we need to get out of here right now.
Yeah, no shit. Welcome to the party.
Yeah, agreed.
We have time for niceties later. Let's go. And she's like walking or like running up the street.
I follow her. She seems like she has it together.
Yeah.
Is she heading out of town?
She is heading in the direction that it seems like there are no baddies that are coming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's about to happen is a skill challenge, folks.
Yay!
Ooh.
So, imagine, if you will, that there are all these manner of monstrosities that are coming out from various city alleyways and around just about every corner. So this is going to be a difficult challenge. That means you need to get 5 successes before you get 3 failures. The DC will be set at 16 for each of the challenges. You cannot repeat a challenge. You can, however, do things like cast spells or whatever to give people advantage on their challenge or help them out in other ways. Or you can help another player and give them advantage. So, who would like to be first? You're attempting to get to safety.
I have a question.
Yes.
I cast Expeditious Retreat.
Yes.
That's a concentration for 10 minutes. Would that apply in this case?
Yes.
What are we rolling?
What are you?
It's based on what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is lowest in HP?
Of what?
Oh,
In
I think that might be
HP.
you.
Me?
I have 6.
I have 4.
I'm gonna
Well,
heal Annabelle, and I'm gonna heal Bjorn. Please, each of you roll in 1d8 plus 3 and add that to your.
Oh, I rolled quite well.
Add it to your health points. And then as I do that, since it's a touch, I would like to guide each of them.
Guidance is D4.
Guidance is a D4 on a check of your choice.
Okay.
If I can reach both Sheer and Scotty, I would like to do it for all of that, both of them as well. So it's just me, like, just hitting as many people as possible.
Okay. Well,
But it's 1 for this entire thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have to decide before you roll or after?
You have to decide before you roll. You have to roll the. Oh no, it says before or after.
Mhm.
Sorry.
It's concentration, though.
You're right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Can I reasonably do this before Expeditious? Because I have Expeditious as a
How many spells are you trying to cast right now? Is what I'm gonna. Because I'm gonna probably say.
It's quite a lot.
Okay. I'm gonna say you're gonna get 1 spell, and that will be your round of skill check. And
Okay.
that's not gonna be a pass or a failure.
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll do other people, and then
Okay. So you tell me how many people I can guide.
you can cast one spell right now.
Okay. I'm gonna guide Annabelle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I think Annabelle will try and use her knowledge of these streets or familiarity with this town to try and find them a quick route out of here. A quick and direct.
Okay.
Right.
I'm going to say that you will roll in that case. You can either roll a history or a survival check. Because of what Sullen has done, you get to add a d4 and you can do it at advantage.
Okay, cool. Alright. Let's make that a survival. Okay. That's a 16 exactly.
All right. That's one success. So Annabelle,
Okay.
you start to take the group down
Thank you for the guidance.
you start to take the group down one road, and then you see it's overrun, and then you're like, oh, but I know that if I actually take the group through the kitchen of this restaurant, we can get through a different way and get out. So you end up ducking it into one of the buildings, and like, you know that this particular back door, there's a key behind the under the welcome mat, and so you're able to like and then get in. And because of your shenanigans earlier, when you were younger, you know ins and outs of this. Who's up next?
Okay.
I'll go. I'm trying to take Annabelle's lead and follow her as best I can. Actually,
You need to think about it.
I need to. Is a ring a spell? It's an action, but it's not. Is it a spell?
What ring?
I have a fog cloud ring. So if I go last, things can't follow us.
It's not technically a spell, but what I think I'm going to say is that you've already used your turn for this round.
Right, okay, that's fine. Regardless, I think in turn order, I'll go last then. So that way next round I can do this. Would you like me to roll for my success or failure now? And
You've
then
already
next
gone
round
for
I'll
this.
do
You've already
last.
gone for this round.
Okay,
So
okay.
it's been
Yeah,
you
you
and
went
Annabelle.
first.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
basically.
you went. Yeah.
That's fine.
Are the critters trying to follow us as we are going through this like choke point of the kitchen sort of door?
Yes, you can assume that they are like nipping at your heels during the entirety of this.
I'm gonna okay. I'm gonna like fall to the back of the group, and as we reach like a doorway or something, I'm just gonna turn around and just like Callista war scream at them, trying to intimidate them as I like take on my weird like vampire hideous form, and then also just play one sad chord on the viola and use 2 of its charges to cast Moonbeam directly in at the choke point in the doorway.
So are you trying to intimidate them, or do you want to cast Moonbeam?
It can't be part of the intimidation. All one move, Callista, War Scream, Moonbeam, run.
I'm going to say no because I only let Sullen do the one thing. So it's either you're casting a spell that's going to help other people or you're completing a skill challenge. So
I will, yeah, yeah, sure. I'll try and intimidate them by screaming at them in a doorway.
All right. Make me an intimidation check.
Come on, come on, come on.
No, okay, all right. That'll be 21.
All right.
20.
Sure. Tell us a little bit about your hideous form. Because I believe this is the first time you're showing it.
Well, they'd all be like behind me, so really they just like hear the scream, but these little critters see like the dark veins coming from my eyes and like sort of going from like black to like almost red at the ends, and my skin just starts to like have this weird like iridescent sort of like translucent glow to it. And yeah, it's just like the little bit of red in my eyes also just spreads out and they become like completely like bloodshot and red.
That's metal as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we're all kind of glancing back every now and then to keep track. Like, we probably glanced back and went, oh.
Jerry, catch up! Don't fall behind!
Yeah. So, I think what ends up happening is a couple of those things kind of stop dead in their tracks, and because they stop, the horde that's behind them, you've created basically a choke point that they're just kind of piling up.
I turn and run.
That's 2.
Okay.
Could Scotty, now that they've gone off of the trail, like a couple, like in a different direction, a different neighborhood, like shoot lightning to break windows? Either with her cantrip or with her bow and arrow. Lightning would be cooler, but I think the bow and arrow has longer reach. Pretty much, she wants to lure them in a different direction than what they're going, like either in the parallel streets or other direction.
Okay. Yes, you can do that, and what I will say is that that will give Bjorn advantage on whatever his next move is.
They can team up.
Yeah, I was going to say he probably transfers the captain to one shoulder, so at least he has a hand free. Probably has his axe in his other hand and can sort of, like, if anything gets through, he can, like, kick it or chop it or whatever and try to get it.
Yes.
Make sure it doesn't get everybody else.
All right. Make me...
Maybe lead the charge.
Yeah, make me an athletics check.
Love to see it. And this is at advantage, right?
Yes.
That's gonna be a 17.
All right. So as you all are kind of, Annabelle has been navigating you through this kitchen, and as you're getting to the door, Scotty, you see that there is a group of those critters out kind of on the other side of the door. You're able to peek out through the window. So you wrap your hand in your cloak, break the window, go out and like take a couple of shots across, or no, you were doing lightning. So like you throw out your lightning across the way. It draws their attention enough that Bjorn is able to hike the captain higher up on his shoulder, bust through the door, and then with a couple of flourishes of his axe, carve away through the rest of the beasts that are there. You see that you have a path to your left and a path to your right. What are you doing? You do not have to go in the same order, but now you can repeat. As long as the next skill can't be in athletics, but you can repeat any of the ones that...
Is there anything of note one direction or the other, or does it matter? Does it just kind of like it's just a split that'll go to the same place?
So it looks like to your left, you will be going back in the direction of the Jolly Roger. To your right, you're leaving town.
Because I still think if we have horses, it'll do us a lot of good long term when we're riding into the forest over the next however long and getting out of town. But if they're dead, then it's a gamble. So
Yeah.
I guess he'll kind of glance at the party and do the like, are we going to the inn or are we headed out, and just see if anybody has like a split second opinion.
In. Horse.
Horse is good.
Animal.
That'll get us out of town faster if they're alive.
Animal.
If
Alright,
they're
fine.
not,
Defensible position.
Fine, let's go. And
Alright.
if we can do skills again, then can Annabelle do another survival to try and get them there safely and avoid as much as possible, as quickly as possible?
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh no! That was a natural 2,
Okay.
so it's a total of 4.
So we're at 2 successes, 1 failure.
Yeah.
So the way this, what ends up
I thought we were
happening
3.
is,
Wait, were we at 3 successes?
I think 3, because
Yeah, 'cause
Sheer,
Bjorn-
Annabelle, Scotty,
yep, you're right.
Bjorn.
No, Scotty was
Yeah,
not a
okay,
skill
okay.
check. Scotty was
okay.
to give Bjorn advantage.
Okay.
So it is still
Yeah.
3 because it's Annabelle,
Okay.
Sheer, and Bjorn.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
Annabelle had the survival check. So now that's 3 successes, 1 failure.
Okay.
Annabelle, you know the way, but every path that is taking you there is overrun with those monsters. That doesn't mean that you can't still get there. It's just going to be a little harder. So if you continue to go towards the Jolly Roger, your DC is now going to be a 17.
Scotty's gonna like if there's a direction where someone, could you pull like a wagon or something to block one pathway where they're coming down, buy them a little bit more time, and like to the
Bjorn
group
could
say
help with that. They could do it together.
if they're heading to the keep, they already have a head start. We're already behind them.
And we need to move as quickly as possible. If we're gonna go there on foot, we'll never catch them.
We'll also never catch him if we don't make it out of this town alive.
Yeah.
Well, of course, but I think it's worth trying to get the horses, but I'll do whatever you guys think is best. It's a gamble, I know that.
I think we just get out.
How about the rest of you?
Go out.
Solon, sure.
No opinion?
She was just like blasting firebolts at these things.
I said what I wanted. We need to move faster than we can physically move, and not all of us are spellcasters, but all I can do is cover our tracks as we're on our way out and make sure that we don't get hit on the way.
I asked your opinion, Solon. Do you have one or
Yeah.
not? Horses or out of town?
My opinion was horses, but it puts us at a 50-50. I'm gonna choose life over us potentially dead with dead horses.
Well, okay, can Scotty and Bjorn move this wagon while they're having this conversation and just, like...
Make me, whoever wants to do an athletics check at advantage.
I'll give you
You
advantage
do it,
again.
Scotty. Go ahead.
That's 19. That's an 18. So 19.
You are able to do it. That is 4 successes.
Alright, fine, let's try to get the horses. Fine.
Fast as
Go
we
past
can.
and
I'll
see
try and-
if it's. We'll get
Alright.
close. We'll see if it's overrun. If that area is overrun, then we get the fuck out and we don't even look.
I'll be last one out.
I agree.
Make sure
Got
we're
it?
not followed.
Okay.
All right.
So, there's Sheer or Sella, and it's your turn, right?
I don't know whose turn it is.
It's
Sheer,
there's
could
no
you
order.
scout the path from
Well, there's
above if I help you up
Turn, one of you
the building?
just-
I'm sorry.
I mean, I can, yeah, sure, but that's a -1.
Oh, okay.
So wait, I'm sorry.
Never
there were
mind.
Many people talking.
So,
Sorry.
either Sheer or Sullen can go, whichever one of you has an idea.
Hmm.
So if you have an idea for something you feel your character would be good at that would help, then go ahead.
Yeah, the only thing that I can do is try and scare everything around us to keep it away.
So it's not just spells that you can do.
Right, I
Um,
know. But I'm not fast. I'm just smart.
That is a thing that you can do.
You can be clever, you can use your surroundings or
Colin and Scotty have been through the city a lot. Maybe you remember something, or a way back. We wandered a lot during shopping and whatnot.
Yeah.
maybe he
Yeah, I
remembers a
guess.
door he saw someone come out of or
I guess, yeah. Can I walk through buildings to get us there faster?
You can.
And use city knowledge to just sort of blow through doors and windows to get us a straight line instead of around blocks.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say you can either make me a history check to remember that, or you can make me an arcana check. There may be consequences to the arcana. There may also be good things to the arcana.
Yeah, I'm gonna arcana check because it's a 7 and not a 4. That's still only a 16.
That is a success.
that meets it.
Meets it.
That's fine. Right?
Sullen, as you're thinking of ways to get there, you see a black feather pass in front of your eyes. As your
God, not
eyes
now.
look towards it, you see an alley, and then your eyes focus, and a doorway appears, and bone curtains are in front of the door.
Does it look like one of the doors that we saw in that room in the vampire house? In the room with the bowl that was kind of going in and out of everything.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Because he wasn't there for the
I
other
don't-
bone curtain.
No, I don't think I described any of those doors as having bone curtains.
Okay.
I don't believe so.
The feather floats up a little bit, and kind of like your spiritual weapon, it darts through the bone curtains.
Is it in the direction? Is it in the right direction? Or is it away? Does it appear to be a diversion from the path that he would logically be following? Or does it seem like it is exactly in his path?
It is not exactly in his path, but it is it would be he knows that in theory that alley could get him to
Then yeah, he's gonna do it.
All right.
And he hopes the entire party is following him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they
Don't know where else to go. Yeah.
there's a bunch of beasties on our tail. We're like, you know what? Sure.
Yeah, we're getting the fuck out.
Split second decision.
You Sullen, you go through the curtains and you come out to the other side, and one by one, each of you go through the curtains, and you're standing in front of the Jolly Roger at the stable, and all of your horses are there. And Sullen, I'm glad you listened to me that time.
Am I the only one that heard that?
You are indeed the only one who heard that.
I'm gonna look at Annabelle to confirm that I'm the only one that heard that.
She's getting on her horse.
Okay.
If Solon's like hesitating, Scotty's gonna assume he's like nervous around the horse and like he's gonna like try and like boost him up onto the horse. Like, come on, Solon.
Oh yeah, I guess Sullen never had a horse.
Bjorn's horse.
Yep. Yeah, sure.
I
It's
think
Kyola's
as-
horse here.
Oh, true.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess Kyola
need
probably
it.
didn't take the horse, right? Or did?
It was never specified. However, if it's retconned,
Yeah.
Do we have enough horses for
I
Shia?
will say that Kyla's horse
Yeah.
is there.
Okay.
Sure,
can
you take
ride
that
a
one.
horse? Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm offered like this big black Frisian horse, I would hop up and sit like side saddle.
Oh yeah.
Just
There you go.
Nice.
Vibe.
You
Holy
and your friend
shit.
need one. Just find a place. Let's go.
is Blaze and are they still with us?
They are indeed still with you, and
Are they grabbing other horses for them to grab, or are we?
Are
Doubling
there
up.
other horses of like other people who were staying here?
high or low?
Hi.
There
Oh.
are indeed. There is one extra horse.
Okay, so I think Bjorn comes in here. He waits for Scotty to mount up. He hands her the captain, kind of lifts this body up to her because that's like easier to do.
Got her.
Get onto a horse with a body with himself. Then he mounts up. He reaches down for Sullen. He points at the other horse. He's like points at Blaze and is like, "You guys, that one." Like just trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're fine. You can take the other horse. And she snaps, and a skeletal horse appears
Ooh.
that
Dope, actually.
that Blaze
That's cool.
mounts on, offers her a hand, and pulls her up behind them.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
All right, what is it, Bird Boy? You want the other one?
Fuck off. And he's gonna grab your arm and get up on this one because that's not his horse.
All right.
Or
Well,
we're good
hopefully
now.
it'll do someone some good. And Bjorn kind of wheels his horse around and heads towards the out of town direction.
Yeah, I think we're all full
As
out there.
everybody is on their way out, I would like to use my cloud ring to prevent anything from following us.
Absolutely.
Listen.
Describe what that's like.
Oh, so there's a ring on Sullen's finger that looks like a skull. And within 20 feet on the ground, like 6 inches on the ground, and then rising up, slowly kind of filling the area with this like blackish gray, like ashy kind of thick smoke. 20 feet around him is filled with this awful kind of scentless like smoke, and then it lasts for up to an hour, but it stays here while we leave.
All right. and with quite a bit of haste. And it's a little weird as you're riding out in what feels like the middle of the day, but it also feels like it's the middle of the night. It's almost this dissonant, just unsettling feeling that you're having a hard time reconciling. And you're able, with the fog that Sullen produced from the ring, you're fairly confident that nothing is chasing you out. How far outside of town do you want to get before you pause and catch your breath, or do you push on?
I feel like Bjorn would at least kind of propose, if everybody else wants to, that we ride as hard as we can for as long as we can, like without harming the horses.
Well, the next outpost, the next place that we have to be is the keeps, and we need to rest before then. But
I know how long of a journey it is to the keep.
Yeah, do any of us recall how far the keep is?
Well, we have a map, so anybody who has a good sense of travel time or like looking at a map and knowing how long it's going to take. Yeah.
Would Annabelle remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Bjorn could look at a map and be like, that seems like X number of days. Like,
yeah, from Annabelle's experience with navigating. Which, well, I mean, that's more with like sea travel.
Yeah.
But like,
I'm just looking on the actual map. And
the actual map, which you can find in our Discord.
The actual map. So as leaving Port Vermeer, and you're going to be headed to, I believe, the keep that's in the Dark Star Forest, correct?
yes.
Let me check.
Lore Master. I should have looked that up. I meant to.
That is very much the one that Bjorn was
Vafir.
asked to visit, and the
Yeah.
Vafir asked, yes, and the other two were like, sounds good. So seems as good a bet as any.
So trying to make as direct a path as possible, you're looking at roughly math. Measure. Around 2,000 miles.
Oof.
Because you're going to have to go in and then up.
Mm.
This is like some Oregon Trail stuff. Okay.
Because a horse can travel 20 miles a day, so that's 100 days.
I mean, I thought it was like 35 or something higher than that.
It depends
Not
on how
that
hard you push your horse.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter because that's a.
I do this math for cowboys a lot, so I'm like, if you're taking good care of your horse and not pushing them super hard, 20 is a healthy amount.
What is in between here and there? Like other towns? Like, look at them.
So there is a keep, but it is not. I believe it's not one of the ones that
Here.
was pointed out as actually being.
I actually
one.
have notes.
There
Blaze
are,
and Hazel said they were going to the one in Akabrek, or that they wanted to. Blaze and Hazel also said that they have already been to Scalanes and Lithlad. They have not been to keep near the Dark Star Forest, but that's where Vafir instructed Bjorn to go. I only have 6 keeps noted. We only have a
hang on,
guess
I've got
about
it
7th one
pinned
is.
on.
They're in the inventory.
Yeah,
We have all of them.
I
Yeah.
also have it pinned real quick on my chat with Amber. So, give me.
Yeah, I actually went into the notes and aggregated everything Hazel told us. Blaze told us, because I was like in my feelings.
Brackenstein, Altback, Lilith,
Mhm.
Lilith Lad, the one outside of Darkstar
Scalanes.
Forest, Scalanes.
Yeah. Blaze and Hazel said they were going to Akabrekt.
Akbarak.
In Eastervar.
Okay, so there is one that is outside of. Okay, so the one that is outside of Port Vermeer, I think.
I was under the impression
There
that
was
the
one near
that got
Sandgill
Gittle
as
too.
well. Oh no, Sandgill was Spillane's, I think, or Lithlad.
Why am I looking at the map that doesn't have all the keeps labeled? There's another one around here.
Because there were a bunch of keeps that you had basically given us like maybes on.
That's right.
That we
was
super just didn't know.
Right.
yeah, that was the full list of like 9 that I originally gave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's since been narrowed down and we got the names. So the names we have are the.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if we know the 7th though,
Yeah.
because Blaze and Hazel gave us a bunch that either been to or planned to go to for their own
But
reasons.
they were all ones that had been listed.
But I don't know if but I don't know if the party ever got like a full like these are the one. I think Vafir was just like you should go to Darkstar.
Queen Regina narrowed them down for us.
Oh no, because she gave us the maybes.
No, she gave us the names
Regina
initially, and then she narrowed it down further after the spider fight.
That might be true. I'd have to look.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I wasn't there.
Well, I think Bjorn would say like we all agreed to go to Darkstar, and that's the direction that I think we should go because that's part of my agreement to get Scotty back, and I like need to do that.
It's the most urgent one. Yeah.
I thought the one
And
we were supposed to go to was the one closest to Port Vormire outside in Gulnia, but maybe not.
He specifically said the unnamed keep near Darkstar. And I think Bjorn also is like, I don't know why Vafir would tell me to go there if that wasn't also where like all of our foes are going. It just seems likely.
The one outside of the Port Vermeer was in the original 9. I don't think it is in the 7.
Okay.
Or at least that's what I am saying right now.
Okay.
Yeah, if they have a conversation about it, I think Bjorn would be like, I vote Darkstar.
Well, that would have changed my vote in the city. I would have voted for a boat if I knew that one was not the keep we weren't going to. Never mind. Too late. We've committed.
A boat
This guy doesn't
wouldn't
know shit.
necessarily help you. I mean, maybe.
It's all on land, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll get there one way or another, but we'll try to make the best time we can.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I guess
perhaps.
talking to Blaze and Hazel, maybe Bjorn would ask, where are you two going next?
Well, I guess getting on a boat seems a bit out of the question right now, so I don't know. I'll have to look at my notes whenever we stop.
If you don't mind me asking, how do you know where you're going? What keeps you visiting?
Oh,
Or what are you?
So I ran into this, wait, hang on. Who are all of you?
Sullen.
You're right. You're right.
He's
We
on the back of Bjorn's horse. Is just going to be like, "What up, Blaze?"
You're right. I should have
Good
started
fighting
with
back
that.
there.
My name is Bjorn.
Oh,
I'm guessing you're Hazel. We met Blaze a couple nights back.
she shoots Blaze a look like, we are really going to have a conversation about how much you're willing to tell people about what we're doing.
Oh, but we're friends. We got to
To be
know them
fair, there was
well.
some celebratory ale involved.
Oh, celebratory. So from when you lost, right? I thought you were going to win that.
Yes, but in sporting fashion, they tried very hard. We just have some prize fighters. You're in very good
It
company.
was a wonderful fight, but somebody's got to win.
She just kind of gets a little uppity and quiet and then focused on traveling.
Scotty, Cheer, Annabelle, sullen. Bjorn kind of points.
Right. Hi.
Yes, well,
Actually, also, I think we would have stopped to bury the captain.
But has the darkness fallen away? Like, that's the other thing. Like, how far do we have to get for that to not be on top of us anymore?
Yeah, that, and then how long can we feasibly go before we need to stop and rest because I have 3 HP. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And also we
Yeah.
need to bury the captain.
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah. So we go as far as we can until we feel safe or that we need to rest, and then we bury the captain and rest.
Mhm.
all right. So, once you get about, about 300 yards outside of the gate of Vermeer, it's daylight again.
Is it have a few hours elapsed, or is it just still close to noon? Has the time gone wonky at all?
It is. It's about. It's only about like noon 30, 1 o'clock. Given
Has time changed? Does that seem odd?
it was a very like combat's very fast, and your escape through the city wasn't that long.
Okay.
So it seems like time is passing in a normal fashion, I think is the...
Yeah.
Okay.
And if we look back, nothing is coming out of the darkness into the light. It seems like.
It seems like there's just a bunch of fog behind you.
Does
darkness.
it seem like it's seeping out onto the port, onto the boats that are docked, or does it seem like it's just
like, as you like, we'll assume that you kind of like ended up getting to like a hill and cresting and like can look back. It's almost as if there are curtains of darkness surrounding the town.
I hope that other people got out alive.
Are there other people on this road escaping?
There are a couple of people that seem like they have made it out. Annabelle, I would love for you to make me a perception check as you're looking out onto the water.
okay. Perception, that's gonna be an 18.
On the horizon, you see the sails of the Riptide's Fortune leaving port.
Okay. Okay.
And all of us see that.
Yeah. Assuming Annabelle points it out.
Yeah, she would, yeah.
Good. It
Annabelle.
means that they escaped, that they made it out.
Who's they?
The crew.
I really hope so.
I hope so.
Everyone that we traveled with, I hope, or most of them.
We can try and get
Most
a
of
message
them.
out to them. Let them know that
Yeah.
you made it out.
I can
You
do that
know-
in the morning.
How to communicate in these type of worlds, Annabelle. You'll be able to make contact again. You'll see them again.
I just want to know that they're alive. That's
I understand.
We'll call them in the morning.
she looks over at the captain again and then just like
And we'll make sure that they
kind
know
of
that.
closes
Yeah.
in again.
I think we should make it as far as we can until we're safe, but we'll take care of her what she deserves.
Guy's kind of taken her cloak off and has wrapped up the captain in it.
All right. assuming you eventually bury another captain. I suppose you didn't do the first one, but another captain.
Where would Annabelle choose to bury her? Like on a hill, or maybe a little
If
marker, a little
they-
stone pile? And
I think if they find a place that has a view of the ocean.
Where you are now is a good spot. It's got a nice view of the port city and looks out into the ocean.
Yeah, that would be what she would pick. Yeah. It's
I
it's
mean,
what she would
Bjorn will help dig a hole. I
Can
don't know if I have a
Blaze
shovel,
will
but somebody does.
also, yeah.
Oh, I do have a shovel.
Scotty's got a shovel in here somewhere.
Yeah.
Can Sullen do any like
Yep, shovel.
would he remember any like funerary rites, or I don't know if there's a general sort of thing that he could do to bless the site.
Yeah. Make me religion?
I unfortunately rolled a natural one, and I only have a +1, so it is now +2.
So I think here's how it's gonna go.
We can do some Viking shit.
Yeah.
So,
Bjorn's like, I don't know about your customs. I only got our customs. Sorry. Like,
Sullen, you get ready to bless the ground, and your hand hurts. And as you're trying to work, it just, like, your hand, the back of your hand, your wrist, and as you look down, you see black feathers protruding out.
Okay. I think he's gonna see it and then kind of stop casting whatever he was trying to cast, and then just go stand next to Annabelle. And sort of look at her for a minute.
He's not really looking up. She's kind of just staring at the spot now. Probably she maybe like found something to mark it. But I did.
He
No, go
sort
ahead.
of. I'm sorry.
Were you gonna say something? Okay.
I'm gonna do something.
As this is going on, I would quietly take out my viola and play like the only sea shanty I would know, which would be Dead Horse. It's sad.
I think Bjorn is doing the work of like actually burying her.
Yeah,
during
Blaze
this
is helping
time.
you with this.
Yeah, and the two of us strong kids are like, all right, we got this.
Yeah.
And maybe Scotty, I don't know.
Yeah, Scotty can help with that. She can also kind of start. Technically, she knows ceremony. I'm trying to figure out if I actually need a spell slot to do that.
You shouldn't. If it's a feat, then you should not. I don't think.
It's in my first level spell slots, though. It just says at will.
Yeah, it doesn't require.
Yeah, if it's
slots
at
of heat.
will, then it doesn't require.
Oh, sweet. If we take an hour, Scotty can do a funeral rite.
What does that do?
You touch one corpse, and for the next 7 days, the target can't become undead by any means short of a wish spell.
Okay.
And I imagine she does some pretty cool Viking ritual shit.
I think Annabelle's
I
kind of just like standing there watching all of this, just not sure what to do.
Dylan's gonna tuck his hand behind his back, the one that got the feathers on it, and I think he's gonna reach out. He's gonna hug her sideways
Oh,
and kind of let go very abruptly and like step to the side.
thanks.
Scotty,
Huh?
as you are performing the ceremony, the day, it's a fairly clear day, and you smell the salt in the air from the ocean. And despite it being a pretty clear day, just a clap of thunder and lightning, and then another off in the distance, and lightning as just almost a rhythmic pattern as you are performing the ceremony, just in the distance, almost like a fireworks show, but it's lightning filling the air. I don't know who this is, but I feel, I think it's customary for people to say a few things.
The loved ones of the deceased would like.
Yeah. And she'll kind of take a second and like kind of like rub at her eyes, just try to like not pretending that she wasn't crying, because there's no point in that anymore, but kind of stand up a little taller, and she'll say, my captain, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for her. She didn't have to take us in, but she did, and I'm always gonna owe her for that. She was there for us when no one was. So, and then she's just like eyes trained on the spot. Thank you, Captain. And she'll make a little salute.
I didn't know her well,
I put
but
another tear.
she seemed a kind woman and a strong woman, and it seemed to me she cared very much about you. I think she would have been very proud of you.
She'll keep being proud of you.
It's true.
And I believe
I
this
think Bjorn
is
kind of...
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say he puts his hand on her shoulder again. Please continue.
She's definitely gonna like lean into his side at that, like she's...
Yeah, he'll kind of like rub her back a little bit and just stand there.
And though a little early, I think this is a good place to take our break. All right, I'm gonna come up with a keyword. So, hey, if you would like a chance to win this adorable set of Stardust Teal little mini polyhedral 7-set dice, then
Courtesy of who?
What was that? What?
Courtesy of who?
Courtesy of our new sponsor, Dungeons Gate. More information to follow, but they are a local game store, and frankly, people should shop at local game stores because, you know.
Shop local.
Shop local.
They're good folks. They have a good dog. They showed me the good dog, and I was like, that's a good dog.
It's a good dog.
Very hardworking employee, takes a lot of naps.
Yes.
Yes.
Bestest employee. I'm not biased whatsoever.
All right. If you would like a chance to win this adorable little set of dice, little mini dice, they're adorable.
Very Baja dice.
Baja Blasty, if you will.
Yeah.
Then enter into the chat. Again, I just changed my mind. I'm gonna make it worse. Enter into the chat.
I can make it worse. .jpg.
All lowercase, all one word. Goodbye, Captain.
Oh.
Ow!
I was just gonna do Captain Jasper. I was like, no, let's do Goodbye, Captain.
Oh, Captain,
All
my
right.
captain.
Oh, Captain, my captain. So, yes, if you would like a chance to win, then enter into the chat. Goodbye, Captain. All one word, all lowercase. And we're going to take a quick break, and we will see you back shortly. Hello.
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 Hello again.
Fancy
And
meeting
welcome
you
back.
here.
Fancy
To the Halloween episode.
Full of jokes and tricks and treats.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Is it?
More like I think just hitting me right in the heart.
Yep. Yeah. A little bit.
A lot of the emotions.
But hey, this is episode 50. That was
Oh,
what I
yeah.
that's what I wanted to say earlier. Was that I could it's like, oh hey, we've been doing this for over a year and this is episode 50.
That's so fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
Y'all.
You've DM'd us through 50 episodes. Look at you.
It's a lot of
Look
hours.
at that. That's a lot.
Look at this crew.
That's arguably like 200 hours or so. Like that's quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like pandemic sucks, but also like we've done a weekly D&D game that we've met
Yeah.
most of the weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Woo. All right. So if you would like a chance to win this cute little set of mini dice, then type in the chat goodbye captain, all one word, all lowercase.
Background sea shanty.
Oh, I will plan something special for episode 69. We'll just yeah, that'll
Oops, all
happen.
owls.
Oops, all owls. Yes.
We're all
Everyone is an
owl
owl. We're trying to escape the trench coat.
Escape the brothel.
Yes.
I'm here for that.
That'd be hilarious.
Yes. I do like that as an idea for a one shot. All right. All right, let me roll this real quick. Yo, Sam. Harvey Design.
Oh, what's up, Sam Harvey? Hell yeah.
Yo,
Congrats.
what's good?
Congratulations.
You should type something in the chat so I can give you a message. Here we go.
Mini dice. Mini dice.
Mini dice.
Aha, mini dice.
I am sliding into your DMs, so
Run while you can.
It's
Sliding.
right on in there.
Well, Sam Harvey designed Escape because I know where they live.
I do love that they are.
Sam Harvey
pod.
designed it. Oh yeah. No, I was gonna say Sam Harvey Design owes me vegetables.
Oh yes, it's
It
vegetable.
doesn't owe me vegetables.
I will find
Is my
you
vegetable
like
carrot?
vegetables.
You're just gonna like
I
have a
keep I keep
cabbage
getting
outside your door
Venmos.
tomorrow.
I keep sending Venmos with vegetable emoji, and I'm like, this looks like something else.
Yeah.
Just all eggplants.
Yeah.
all eggplants.
So many green emojis that you can do before the.
I mean, the
cops
green
come by.
emojis
Mm.
really look like something else. I don't know about the
Vegetables.
eggplants.
Good phrase, good phrase.
Very good.
Eggplants.
The fact that the only thing legible out of that was eggplant.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Amber's shirt? Can we talk about it for a second?
Yeah.
Yes, can we please?
But
So
It's
good.
getting me. It's getting me.
It's so good.
I totally did this like 10 minutes before stream.
It's great. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm here for it. All right. Shall we return to the somber scene as the captain is laid to rest? And you do have a moment to catch your breath. I will say that because Scotty took an hour for ceremony, if the rest of you wanted to take a short rest and recover some hit dice or do whatever you would like to do, you can take a short rest.
yes, please.
Unfortunately, Scotty, you will not get to take a short rest because you were casting ceremony.
I mean, I was
cool light
digging
show.
a hole. Does that?
Well,
You
the
weren't-
ceremony probably would happen after everything was dug and
Yeah.
taken care
That's
of.
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Different D. Different die. That one's rolling bad. Different one. Are you kidding me?
It was like when we took the short rest in Cowboys. Claire's dice were just like 1, 1, 2. Like,
My cleric
My
dice
D8s
just
just
did me
don't wanna
dirty,
roll
and my
well.
warlock dice gave me a 7, and I'm like, okay, all right, I see you.
That's only a little bit better.
I am just gonna go hard and use all of my hit dice. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting there. Yeah. Yeah, same.
Didn't heal me to full.
You have like a bajillion hit points though.
I mean, not. I do. I do. But my hit die is also a D12.
That's true.
Yeah.
Don't you?
All right. Well, that'll do for now.
I'm almost a nice number.
Nice.
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 Or just no.
I mean it. I would play
Not bad.
Jocks on a nice episode on the 69th episode.
Oh my God,
What's
that's
up?
great.
Yeah, we need a really feral one shot on the 69th episode.
So you play the older male captain.
Yes.
I don't know. What does everybody else play?
I will play raw sexuality with a mustache, please. Thank you.
I have a mustache.
Not.
He had a goatee. Yeah.
Okay, he had like a goatee. I thought you meant just mustache, and I was like, fear.
Yeah, that would be a little much.
Is he my new next door neighbor? Like,
There's two of them.
It's just
There's
delivering a pizza.
I have two next door neighbors, two new ones, and they both simply have a mustache.
Is it at least
Good
a different mustache?
No.
No, it's
Oh.
exactly the same.
They both need a fucking haircut, too.
Have you ever seen them at the same place at the same time?
Put a pin in
Anyways.
that for after show shenanigans. Get back to sadness.
Everybody be sad now.
All right. So you have a little bit of time if you like to strategize, to talk to your new friends? Question mark.
I think Bjorn would kind of engage with them lightly, but kind of with similar questions as before, of just kind of like, well, did they take any time to figure out like what they're doing next?
They, beyond Blaze helping you with digging and with the body, they kind of went slightly off to the side to give you all space and privacy, and also to chat with each other.
Well, we appreciate the help getting out of town. Do you
Yeah,
have any intention
likewise. I mean, that was cool with the ring, and
You're the one who
But,
summoned
like,
a skeleton horse. That's quite something.
I didn't. She did.
Fair. It's still quite a... Well, I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, you get
Is
used
that-
to it.
Is that normal? Do you
suppose.
travel by skeleton horse a lot?
No, like normal horses. I'm pretty sure she was just showing off. I can hear you from over here. Like you're not whispering at all. Like I know what you're saying about me.
It was pretty
That's quite all right.
complimentary.
I had no intention of hiding.
I think she was talking to me in that one, not you. But I mean, you are kind of covered in the conversation. What did you say?
I'd asked if you two plan to travel with us for the time being, or if you have somewhere else to be.
Blaze kind of like looks over to Hazel and like, well, I suppose, I mean, there is this keep over here, and she is pointing, like she has a map. It's like we could go check this one out. And she wanders back over to like you, Bjorn, and Blaze, and it's like has the map out, and it's like, I wasn't gonna go this far inland because I figured sticking to the coast would be better, but I suppose there is this one, and she points to the one that is at the Dark Star Forest.
Well, that's where I intend to head as well. So,
And Bjorn, if you take a look at the map that she is showing you, she has all of the keeps, like there's handwritten notes there. She has all of the keeps, the 9 original keeps that Regina told you, plus some additional ones that are not on mainland Laurelwind that are circled. And then she has a couple of them that have been scratched out, one of which is the one at nearby Port Vermeer. And let me open this back up. And there's also little stars next to some of the circles. So there is she has starred the one outside of Brockenstein, Altback, Scalanes. Open up my map too. Lilflad. The one to the west of Darkstar Forest. And then Akabrek. And Kirkenleash.
Are these are all the keeps that you've visited or that you think have potential?
Well, okay, so make me a persuasion check, Bjorn.
Wish me luck. It's not good. It's a 6.
In a very condescending tone, she replies with a yes, well, all of the keeps that are circled on this map have power of some sort. They all have some prized possession in them that can be used for magical dealings. But not all of them have as strong of a connection to, well, and she gestures back to the darkness at Port Vermeer.
And if I may ask, what is your interest? The items or the connection?
I am merely a scholar.
I understand, but does that mean that are you trying to remain neutral? Are you trying to cause something to happen so that you can study it?
I am not causing any of this to happen.
Well, to be honest, that was partially my question. We'd quite like it not to happen, so... Well, I'd hope our goals are at least somewhat aligned or don't interfere.
Well, I don't want to prolong it. Just... if it happens to happen, then... as shitty as that is, could still learn from it.
To what end?
Is knowledge not its own end?
I suppose, but in most cases, people learn something for a reason.
She kind of looks at you just a little confused. And also,
if all you want is...
get the impression that based on your persuasion roll of 6, she's not going to be as forthcoming with information. And because of that, Dusty is just like, I'm freezing. It's a good freeze.
But this is like a conversation we can all hear, though.
Imagine Scotty still doing her thing if this is happening during the downtime. So
Annabelle is not paying attention to any of that. She's
Sullen
definitely...
is simply stuck to Annabelle.
I think Annabelle's kind of just like sitting by the gravesite watching Scotty as she goes about what she's doing and kind of just like half present. But
it's definitely like no one is trying to keep their voice low. So
I feel like Sheer would kind of raise an eyebrow at her and be like, and what did you learn in that last bit of darkness?
she stares at you for a bit.
I stare right back.
eye contact. You can win, Sheer. Don't blink.
I learned plenty. Didn't you learn something?
But maybe the learning would go a little further if we were a bit more collaborative and forthcoming.
Make me a persuasion check.
Go, Sheer, go.
Okay, I believe in me.
I believe in you.
Unless you're trying to intimidate. Then you could...
No, I was definitely trying to not do that. That'll be a 19.
Hey.
Ooh.
Well. I, for one, learned that while there are undead present, this attack had a closer connection to the Shadowfell, did it not? Were there's not... I mean, do you recognize what those monstrosities were?
Yeah, I recognize what those monstrosities were from.
Ooh, make me either an Arcana check or a History check.
Do better than Scotty.
Or Religion.
It'll be 15 for Arcana or History.
Okay. Given your upbringing and your beliefs, you would have familiarity with the Sorrowsworn in general. And while there are known to be 7 major Sorrowsworn, there are also minor monstrosities. And that those things that you encountered were some of those minor monstrosities.
From Shadowfell.
Sort of nod solemnly and just be like, my family makes it a point of fighting such monstrosities. I've heard of them, though that was my first-hand experience.
Right?
But I've been gone for a long time, so I feel I didn't learn as much as I could have.
Are there others in your family who know more? Are there people who could help us?
I mean, probably, but I don't know how they are currently, based on where I've been.
Would you like to reach out? We could find a way, certainly.
I think I probably would. She kind of like disassociates a little bit about it.
DM, were any of the other keeps that were marked on Hazel's map on either Sears Island or ours?
Yes, so there are additional keeps that are marked, and there is one that is it's actually, they're not, it's interesting, they're not the keeps that she has circled, but on Yulgroth there is what looks like a cave that is to the west of Sheris, that was circled, as well as that the cave in Valkyr, that is northwest of Kalfa. You also see a cave in Stormvale that was circled. There's the cave that is to that you're familiar with, that is in outside of map east of Brockenstein, where you met Helga. There is another cave that is north of the Mardanian Empire, and there's another cave in the northwest of the Karn region that are also circled.
What are these other locations?
Those are... So there's old tales of powerful weapons buried deep. They're known as the Godslayers.
Godslayer.
Yes,
Or is
there's
this something you're researching as well?
not necessarily, but there are threads that are connected in the days of the primordials before the gods.
And what are they?
Being powerful weapons that the gods buried deep below the surface.
Do you think there's truth to it?
Perhaps. Perhaps it's just a tale to lure people down into the Underdark, and who knows?
I'd believe it. We met a less than friendly witch in one of these caves ourselves.
Who knows? Could just be rumors, could be something more.
Well, I'd be interested to see it. I like a good weapon.
If you all were in the caves, do you have one of these weapons?
Not to my knowledge. Unless you want to count, well... He, like, thinks about it. He's like, hmm? I don't know.
Sort of side-eye Hazel. See if she reacts to them possibly having a weapon. I don't know.
Make me an insight check.
Great. That's -7.
It's this.
Well, that'll be an 8.
Steely. No reaction.
Not that we know of. Unless they take very unusual forms.
Oh, well, if you're... I mean... At the very least, it's a rumor of a powerful weapon.
I appreciate all the information. If there's a way that we can help you, well, if we can, then at least I'd like to. For now, we can keep each other safe, travel together.
DM, you're in Discord.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. I was just like, oh, the cast is chatting about stuff. What? What do I need to know?
In private. No.
All right. What was that?
Well, we're headed the same direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, well, I, for one, would like to see, I mean, I'm interested in going to this keep. Although... She looks... You can both make me a perception check.
14.
14.
Good work, good work.
It's the briefest of moments. Her eye, you notice that she keeps kind of like looking to Annabelle.
I think Bjorn kind of glances at Annabelle and glances back at her and kind of sort of just raises his eyebrows in a kind of like, what are you looking at?
Most of my interest is purely of an academic sort. I have no nefarious intentions other than I know that knowledge is power. And so knowing what I can about these situations of And knowing about powerful magics makes me more powerful. And that is important to me. Not so important that I'm willing to risk unnecessary lives. You can take whatever comfort you have in that. I will also say
I appreciate you saying so.
if you want help while our interests align, then Blaze and I can and will help you. I would just make sure that you all are aligned on what you want from this. And then she just kind of quickly glances back to Annabelle.
You think we're not?
And then she looks you in the eyes, Sheer, and says, I definitely learned some other things during that fight.
Do you care to share this knowledge with the group, or is that just power for you?
I believe, and she like pointedly nods her head to Annabelle and is like, I believe I have shared as much as I probably can. That just maybe you should make sure that you all want the same thing. Because it looked like people knew one another.
Lion.
And then she'll just kind of like get up and walk over, like,
What do
and
you
grab
mean?
I guess I'm gonna have to spell it out for you. She's like, I believe, and she points to Annabelle, like over her shoulder. I believe that some of you may not
I
want
understand.
to.
All right. I get it.
I mean,
All of us would prefer that this stopped happening. As long as you're willing to either help us or not get in the way, then we're happy to have you along. At least I am. But I see your point.
And she's like, very well. I don't know about the rest of your casters, but I'm getting to the end of my resources, so ideally I would like for us to not find any more trouble for the rest of the day. But we should probably
I'd love not to find trouble for weeks.
But we should probably get a move on sooner rather than later.
I agree.
a few more hours and then make camp with safety in mind.
Yeah. We'll give Annabelle a bit of time as much as we can, but I agree with you. We should get as far as we can before nightfall.
And she'll get kind of nod curtly and then like get up and like start to walk away. And it's like, Blaze, come on. Blaze will like kind of follow behind.
Bjorn kind of just glances at Sheer and has kind of a like, okay, like just sort of makes a like shrug.
I would like sort of like do like one of those little half winks that's like an acknowledgement, but then kind of be like looking after those two, just like, And just watch them go for a second, then turn back to Bjorn and be like, I'm sure our interests don't exactly align all the way around, but people that just want power are very dangerous.
I agree with you. I'm very curious what she wants that power for. But for now, I think we can help each other more than anything else. But I'd like to keep an eye on them. I'm sure they're keeping an eye on us.
Most definitely, and just like drops my voice a little further. They seem to especially be keeping an eye on Annabelle.
Well, they're probably worried about her sister. And the others.
Family is also a strong draw. And when you have family that powerful, it can lead you somewhere else.
Is there a personal tone to what Sheer is saying? Like a sort of like this is coming from like some personal hot spicy takes.
I don't think necessarily in that, like, I don't think that you could tell. Like, she wouldn't be meaning it with like a super like deep undercurrent. She would just be like, family will get you.
It's a legit question. Yeah. Yeah, family makes people do strange things. One way or another.
Yeah. I'm kind of like glance over everyone and
You're sure you're not in a hurry to go home?
family is extremely capable of finding people and I guess routing out evil. And it gives me pause that they never came looking for me.
How do you know they never did?
I think they could have taken that vampire quite easily if they set their minds to it. And I'd like to maybe know why.
If they truly abandoned you, then I understand, well, your desire not to go back.
And they could not have also, though, so it's... She just kind of like smooths her skirts.
Well, don't you want to know the truth?
Yes. Very much so. But I'm also not necessarily in... I don't want to say not in a hurry to find it out, but I want to think about it in the free air.
I understand. Sometimes things, even when they're important, can fall below urgent things, and it seems like a lot's been happening to us lately. I can't say I don't have my own concerns, but somehow they keep getting put off.
So
I hope
perhaps we all just put things off for a bit and go investigate a keep.
Sheer, I hope you find your answer. One way or another.
Thank you, Bjorn. I hope you find yours too. Kind of look away from him and just kind of like linger on Scotty for a second.
He sort of nods and takes his leave and heads back over to Scotty, yeah.
Like fucks up some part of the ceremony. Zaps herself. Fuck, ow. It's okay.
He sort of chuckles but doesn't like interfere or anything.
All right.
I don't have anything to say. This is just flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. If anybody wants to do anything else, otherwise you'll be back on your horses.
Do they still have their skeleton horse?
Mm.
No, but she can recast it.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna laugh if they left behind a real horse for flavor and now they're screwed.
Yeah.
What spell is that? Because if it's summon steed, they last forever.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Me
then
and my
in
little
case,
meta goggles
yes.
going.
Yes, then the skeleton horse is still there.
I feel like after Bjorn walked away, I would kind of go over to the horses and like touch this weird skeleton horse.
Make me an animal handling check.
Oh no!
Animal handle. Is the skeleton horse an animal?
I mean, yeah, it's a
Make a
creature handling check.
trusty steed that's gonna
Incredibly
fucking
sympathetic.
kick me and kill me probably. Oh, yeah, that'll be an 8.
8. It kind of does that horse thing where it like from its snoot and then just kind of like moves its head to the side and it's like no as you go to pet it.
I'll just kind of take a step back and go, very well. Just like walk to my own horse that is.
Oh, win you over yet.
And I'm like, well, I'm gonna touch this weird horse.
Yo. Okay. As you all get back on your horses and right.
Do you think that before, like, I think Annabelle would kind of just like linger a little bit, and then once everyone's kind of a little further back, like she'll last to get on her horse. She's gonna just kind of take a moment by the marker that she made and just kind of just mutter like a blessing in halfling. Just kind of to herself, to the captain, but and then after a moment, then get up and then get on her horse again. If any of the other party members understand, then like if they know halfling, then they would. But
We
I don't know.
halfling.
he does.
No.
Oh, okay. But yeah, she's gonna take a moment before, at least for a bit, but if no one else like.
Do you have anything in your hand or anything as you're doing this?
She might have like an old dagger that she's had for a really long time or something like that, or like something that the captain had given her at one point. Probably maybe like a compass, something along those lines. And probably kind of just like holding that and like kneeling before it, and then yeah, with that in her hands. I'd say compass would make sense.
Okay. With it being the captain's compass or a compass given to her by the captain,
Mm-hmm.
as you're as you're moving your hands just kind of like across
Mhm.
the lid, and you kind of absentmindedly click it open, you see engraved on the inside something you never thought of, or it never really crossed your mind all that much, but you do see stars in a feminine eye.
She is going to kind of looking at that and then looking at the fresh earth, remembering that for everything that they've all the complicated stuff that they've learned, her captain did worship Saloon. She's gonna take a moment and kind of just like take like the tip of a dagger and just like carve the symbol into the earth. And then when she's done, get up, close the compass, put it back in her.
You feel a warm breeze, which is unusual given that it's winter. But that's it.
Can anyone kind of perceive that Annabelle's doing this?
She's not trying to hide it.
Yeah. On the way back to the horse, I think that he'd just go, is that for you or for her?
She, the whole time I knew her, she, worshipped her, so thought it'd be right.
I'm glad you've remembered and did that. It's a great deal of history and that kind of tradition.
Yeah.
Are you
I don't know.
okay?
No.
I think this is the first time I've heard you say that, well, no, instead of I'm fine.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm really sorry. About this and about your sister and about, well... I guess I'm wondering what exactly it is you want to do. I talk too much. I can't make a suggestion.
What?
I can't make a suggestion. I'm trying to keep my mouth shut. It's very hard. I've been talking too much already.
I don't know. I don't know what I want. Not anymore, at least.
I want to say that I'm sorry, but sometimes... Well, I can't say that I don't relate to standing in the middle of nowhere, or somewhere that you used to know, and going, I don't know where to go or what to do. But you have these people, and all of us, I think, are still dedicated to the last thing that you wanted to do, which was find your sister.
Yeah.
Sorry I didn't stop her. I thought I could for a second, but she didn't seem...
I thought I might be able to, but she... I don't know what I thought. Maybe that I could get through to her somehow. I don't know.
I'm sure you can. We just have to get her to sit down and listen, I suppose.
Maybe.
Well,
Thanks. Though.
you don't have to thank me for anything. I can tell you that you're strong and that you're a good fighter and that you're very good at evasion and that everything's going to be okay, but sometimes I think people need proof, so...
Don't lie. That last bit.
I'm a very good liar, and I know when I'm lying, and that one wasn't one. But you have everyone around you still. You're not alone. And I'd honestly hate to see you lonely after all this. Come to care about you very much. I'm not gonna leave you in the lurch over anything like this. Even if you don't know where you're going or what you're going to do.
Thank you.
Of course.
For that.
Lean as much as you need to.
And likewise when you need it.
Sure.
Come on, I think they're waiting for us.
Probably. Well, I'm waiting.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. You all get on your horses and head off. All right. What is your order? How are you?
I mean, Bjorn is fine taking the front. Maybe with Hazel, who has a map and an intention.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on what she would do.
Yeah, she would probably be towards the front and directing. If given an opportunity, directing some shit. Which means Blaze would
Addie'll take
also
the
be there.
rear.
Yeah, I mean, I think just because he was talking to her kind of about where they were going and what they were doing, he would probably, ride up there with her. Which I'm guessing means Sullen is along for the ride.
Driving. I like how half the group is just at the front right now. This is what the split up is.
Yeah.
I guess if it's a big field, we can ride by side.
That's true. I think Annabelle's probably somewhere in the middle.
Scotty's watching the rear.
She's in front of Annabelle, maybe? Yeah, I'll go in front.
Sullen's probably trying to avoid the fur from Bjorn's cloak getting in his mouth anyway, so, like, too close to this awful... Anyway.
Let's have a perception check from the front and a perception check from the rear.
Why do I do this to myself?
Are Sullen and I rolling separately, or are we, like, giving each other advantage?
Am I guiding as a
Can
guidance?
Sullen see around the furry cape is the question.
Yeah.
Probably to side.
Nothing here. Nothing there. Nothing here. 22 from Scatty, because she got a natural 20 for one.
Well, do you want us to decide DM, or do you have a preference here?
I would say either roll it separately or one with advantage.
Guidance. Take the advantage.
All right. Well, do you want guidance, or do you want me to just take your advantage?
Take the advantage.
Or both. Okay.
Yeah.
Perception check 17.
All right. Scotty.
Uh-huh.
As you're up on the hill and like riding off into almost like a forked. So you all are going one path, and you see another group of people going off on a slightly divergent path from where you're headed. You see a familiar crew, the saloon crew.
Scatty will
Back behind.
give a low whistle to get Bjorn's attention and nod in the direction to show what she's saying.
He's a looking. He perceives them and kind of glances back at Scotty and does a How far away are they?
They are probably about
It's okay if it's a ballpark. Are they far, or are they like
Shouting distance, seeing distance, so I guess seeing distance.
800 yards would probably, and headed in an opposite direction.
How many football fields is that?
That's 8 football fields.
So they're headed
8 football fields, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're quite far away and they're headed away from us?
Yeah, like you all are going on like paths that are going.
Sky's gonna like do like a jerky motion, like, should we? Like, and when it, like this conversation's getting awkward, she will then go up and physically have a conversation with Bjorn. Like,
Kind
weren't
of
they also going after the keeps? Wouldn't it be smart to team up? And I mean, let's be honest.
So, a question for the DM: are they headed towards that other keep, the one outside Vermeer?
They are
The one that Hazel was like, nah.
Yes.
Should we invite them along to the other keep with us, or?
Well, it's quite an unwieldy party for one, but for two, we never really... I don't know, I've got a bad feeling about it.
What are you all talking about? Since this has not been clandestine, I don't know them.
No, not whatsoever.
Well,
Scotty will.
Right, Cheer, you should know, there's the group over there is... Well, you can see them on the horizon. We met them a while back, and they seem to have their own agenda that is somewhat adjacent to ours. But
Well, they helped us out with all the information we found in the first keep, and they seem to be also trying to stop the weird shit from happening in the keeps. So if stopping weird shit from happening in the keeps is our agenda, and
True enough,
there's
but
something
very
else
least
we
they
are
have-
doing that I am completely not realizing that we are doing.
true enough, but Loxley was also kind of on the warpath, and I don't know if that's drama we need to be getting involved in.
Is Loxley in that group
Good question.
that Scotty saw, or was it just the saloon crew?
You
Like
with your 22, you do not see a green cloak amidst them.
And
Is
no
Jacques
Jacques,
there?
no brightly colored.
No bright purple
pantaloons.
pants or bright blue pants or
No pants.
No pants.
No pants at all.
no pants. They're
Um,
not a single pant. Sheer, are you looking at them?
I mean, yeah, they've been pointed out.
Yeah.
I would look at them.
Guys, not being coy.
Make me an additional perception check to see how well you get, like, what details you'll get.
And I imagine Annabelle and Sullen probably have at least seen
I'm sure they're
Scotty
listening.
run to the front and
Y'all are talking about
Yeah.
it a little after.
Yeah.
17.
It's Scotty, yeah.
17. The large elf woman looks familiar to you.
Has someone said saloon in this conversation yet, or no?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
did
I don't think.
I don't think right
so.
this second though.
Okay. Maybe not.
Like in this exchange.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, sorry. Don't listen to me.
I
Well,
feel like
should ask.
I would stop and I would like turn my horse and be like, "Do you all know them? Who are they?" Like very forcefully.
They're followers of Sloon, and they seem to be acting on behalf of the church in most cases.
Do you know their names?
But
In
The
passing,
tall one
yes.
kicked our butt in the fight pit.
And do you know their names?
Yes.
Yes.
it was
Luna,
Luna.
Breezy, Shorgoth, Mari.
I take off towards them on my horse.
What?
Wait,
Cheer!
cheer!
Come back here.
Where are you going?
Nope, I'm not coming back. I'm going that way.
Fuck.
Are we really going to chase her towards that mess?
Well, she's
Share.
not turning around. Share.
There.
Sheer, come back.
Share. What the fuck?
And y'all really have it together, don't you?
This is a new
Listen,
place.
We've got Blaze.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have no reason to think the followers of Sloon are the followers of Sloon anti... I don't know, whatever Sheer is?
It feels. I don't think so at all, but I also don't think that we should really pick a side.
No, I'm not
Generally,
interested in doing that either. Sheer!
Generally, they do hunt werewolves. That is kind of their thing, what with the moon and all that. But
Share werewolf?
Werewolves.
yes, you should read some text. Are we going after her, or are we continuing on for the keep?
Fuck, I think we are. Are we? Yeah. Right?
Let's go say hi to him.
Oh, right.
Fuck.
I don't
Fine.
like pleasantries. People are.
I just want you're pleasant to me all the time.
I
Yes,
think
you're
Bjorn will
very
turn
pleasant.
in that direction, but is not gonna gallop or anything. Is like, whatever, man. We have no reason to think, like, alright.
Share.
Sheer.
Share.
Is Hazel and Blaze following us if we veer
Yeah,
off the path?
they're following.
All right,
it
awesome.
just
We're
like
going.
A slow
You're being
trot.
fucking nosy.
Blaze is just kind of like, along for the ride, and Hazel is very much muttering under her breath.
What is Hazel saying?
I think we'd be better off on our own if we just took off. Like, this is
Scotty is like
asinine.
next
This is...
to Blaze. Like, okay, so we were in this fight pit, and then there was the smite, and there was just like full play-by-play of the first fight pit against Luna.
Mm-hmm.
That's hot. I wouldn't mind that.
Listen, please,
fight
I
that.
guarantee this is not one you want to be chasing.
I wouldn't call it hot. It was more like a really bright light that just really freaking hurt. Like, have you been smoted before?
Scotty,
Is it smote? Is it smoted?
I don't know.
I think
Whatever
it's
I
just-
say
I
is
think
corrected
it's
the
smote.
other way. I told just like
I have
are just
definitely been
messing with me at
smitten.
this point. No, I don't think it's smitten. I think it's smite or it's smote.
Well, sometimes
This will go the entire length of the conversation.
And
She can smote me any day.
oh, Blaze.
Gosh.
That's a danger to your health, you know.
What a way to go.
I love them so much.
I adore them.
All right.
you know what, Blaze?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no!
We gotta wait for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Rip.
We'll never find out.
No, we'll never find out.
Ripperoni. All right. Sheer, you take off. And This is that moment where I'm like, I wish I could remember what accents I did and voices I did for these characters, and I probably should have went back and watched, but I didn't.
Here's the thing. I don't remember either.
Yeah. Do whatever you want.
So as you're approaching, Tabaxi looks over her shoulder and spots you and then calls out, "We're being followed!" And then like she hops up onto the horse, like into a crouching standing position, and then jumps off the back of it and tucks and rolls and then claws out, is like getting into her monk pose.
Okay.
Crouching kitty.
And also there is a dragonborn that pulls out a rapier and turns the horse around to go and meet up with Breezy. And then there is a little gnomish lady who starts, like, there's this crackling energy from her fingertips as she also turns around and pulling out a massive sword, you see a large elvish woman turning her horse around and... All right, who goes there?
How far am I from them?
The elvish woman is probably a little further back. You're probably about 100 feet away from the tabaxi.
Is Luna within another, 20 feet of the tabaxi?
Maybe 40?
I would push closer so I'm within 120 feet of Luna, pull up the horse, and, just kind of fall, jump off, but, it would be not super graceful. And then I would just cast message and be like... Luna, Aunt Luna, it's me, Sheer.
Oh, Breezy, stand down. And she'll ride forward and hop off her horse and greet you. I thought you were dead.
Oh.
Does your mother know?
Everyone thinks I'm dead?
Well, Najara said that you were... Yes.
I was captured by vampires when me and Najara were out on our mission. No one ever came looking for me. I would definitely fall the next few feet forward and just hug her.
She'll kind of awkwardly, but then like hug you back.
Have you seen the rest of my family, I guess, but have you seen any of them recently? Do you know how they are?
Not recently, no. I have been on the mainland of Lorelwind for a very long time now.
Sort of like math meme about it for a second, maybe picking up on what she's putting down and just be like, I'm glad you're alive. They're okay too. I would kind of like point back, having seen that there was like aggressive stances. I think you've met them before also, but just any news you have about anyone would be fantastic. But I know it's probably a little out of date now, but I'm very glad to see someone.
Well, I'm sorry I haven't really been in touch with your family. Since the divorce.
I'm sure that's old news, but I'm sorry. I guess. How long ago was that?
Math meme. Fucking elves that live forever.
Yeah.
This is about 44 years ago.
Oh, okay. So it's been a while, but I'll look into that later. But I was in jail for a very long time. It's just not really jail, prison. I don't know how you would describe it. I was taken by vampires, but you being alive makes me feel like other people might be alive, and knowing that they thought I was dead makes me feel better about why they never came looking for me, I guess. Look down sadly, though.
She'll like kind of awkwardly, but like pull you back in for another hug as you're and around this time the rest of you all will probably ride up seeing Sheer hugging Luna.
Yeah, we're kind of like, kind of give the party like a wave, because I'm assuming they recognize us too.
Annabelle! And you see Mari is like, hey!
Hey!
Have you used the thirst trap?
Remind me what that was. Remind me, Natalie, what that was.
So she gave you a trap that she called the thirst trap. It basically was the charm spell.
Cool. I not yet haven't found a good use for it just yet, but I'm sure I will, and I'm sure it'll be very handy when we do find a use for it.
Did you get to drink any of the rum buckets?
We did, yeah. And thankfully we did before that place is probably completely destroyed now. But
Oh, well, it's good to see all of you.
yeah.
It seems we have a reunion on our hands.
Luna's like, indeed. And then she kind of just like looks over each of you. Like. And then just kind of like. Where's your Furbolg friend? And I guess you have a few new friends.
She took her own path fairly recently.
Yeah. Some other business she needed to take care of.
Solon's white knuckled on the back of the saddle.
In any case, yeah, I mean, I'm sure all of you know how it is. Sometimes needs or goals diverge one way or another, and sometimes you meet some new friends. We met Cheer fairly recently. I guess you know her.
Met is a weak word for rescuing me from prison, but yes, they are new friends, I guess.
She raises an eyebrow. Looks to you, Sheer, and is like, friends?
Sure, I'm not, they're not enemies. Strong acquaintances, perhaps. I sort of look at them and just like shrug.
I hope maybe we're headed towards friends in any case. Should I be saying congratulations?
Oh, I mean, maybe, I don't know. Luna was my aunt by marriage, but it's apparently been a while. Yeah, it's family. It's very awkward now.
Are you Elven, Cher?
Yes.
You sound very sure about that.
I mean, yes, I am Elven. Like, did we not establish that? I like sort of am like thinking back to try and be like, how would they not know this? And like, don't I look like an elf? But
So do all elves have the crawling on the ceiling thing and the scary face it monsters thing?
that was a later addition to the repertoire, as it were. Sort of like glance up at Luna and just like shift a little awkwardly, knowing what their job is.
Yeah, Luna is like, her assuming that she kind of like hasn't really let go of you, her arm is stiffening during this conversation, and she
Little
looks.
Spider climbs a useful spell. And he kind of looks directly at Sheer.
It has come in handy, I guess.
In any case, Luna, I had no idea that you had. Well, of course you have family, I suppose. But it's good to see you again.
And you as well. Shir, do you... I have a bit of important business, but if you'd rather, I can get you home.
She would definitely like blink in a sort of stunned way. I know I need to go eventually, but I do owe them quite a lot for saving me. But I think first I'll message them. Can you get us other places?
Like where?
And I would sort of be like, where is it we're going? We're going to the...
We're going to Darkstar Forest.
I mean, it's been a while and I understand that's asking far too much, but it would help me get home faster helping them.
Sure. Why don't we go for a walk?
Would just sort of like nod and fall in step beside her if I assume that she would kind of turn, like it wasn't really a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not really a question.
Yeah.
And she will walk you away from the group.
Take an hour.
Scotty's gonna get her short rest.
Bjorn is definitely still kind of giving Sheer the like you good kind of look of the like, is this okay with you?
Mm-hmm.
She would definitely have like a sort of like maybe like a abashed look on her face, but she wouldn't look like
Save me.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he would just chat lightly with the rest of the group, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Scotty will start up a conversation with the other three, asking how they got out of town, what they've been up to, etc., etc. Friendly, oblivious to the awkwardness.
Luna will walk you outside of earshot and then are you sure you can trust them?
No. But right now I'm not particularly sure I can trust anyone. It's been a long time. They aren't doing anything blatantly evil. Except, well, maybe the ones on the horse might, the skeleton horse might do something weird, but I don't know. We'll see.
They definitely seem like they will do something weird.
I mean,
I The only reason I ask is that one of my reports, as troublesome as she may be lately, has informed me that they have dangerous bedfellows.
Could the same not be said for you, though? You can be dangerous. The people you're with could be dangerous. It just takes the right set of circumstances.
While fair, there are some who are far more dangerous than others.
Do you care to expand on what the danger is?
Well, they traveled for a very long time with a woman who betrayed Saloon, and I'm fairly certain is interested in the destruction of the world as we know it.
Does bode extremely ill. My honest thing is I don't think they really know what they're doing. And it might have been less that they were betraying anyone and that they're just not that focused.
That does seem to track a little bit with my perception of them as well.
And
She looks
perhaps...
over. What is Scotty doing right now?
Oh, God.
I feel called out. What the hell? Probably talking animatedly to whoever will talk back to her. Whether that is her brother or one of the saloon crew or Blaze or Hazel's horse.
Not
She's
Hazel's
got low
horse.
standards.
It could very well be Blaze, and it could be a nice combination of Blaze and Mari and
Oh yeah,
Breezy.
Chaos
Yeah.
Trio. This conversation is going to end in fireworks. Let's go.
And she kind of laughs and looks back to you. If you want to stay with them, I'm not going to stop you, but I am offering you a way home.
I don't think I can go yet. And perhaps if they're unfocused as we both think, they could just use some guidance. Perhaps keep them from helping bring about the end of the world. So unfortunately, they're somewhat skilled and it could compound the problem if they fall in with the wrong people.
Well, if you believe in them, then I will at least pretend as if I've not encountered you all. For the time being. Because, as I mentioned, they are the only ones to have who we've known have spent any amount of time with Natasha and would know of her whereabouts potentially and would be wanted for questioning.
Why don't you just ask them? I don't think they know. Are you saying the church has a bounty on them?
That is precisely what I'm saying.
And how would we get this bounty removed without harm befalling? I guess now it's us.
It would involve going to a temple and submitting to full questioning. Until you've been absolved of any guilt and wrongdoing.
Would I know what Church of Saloon questioning entails?
Unlikely.
Okay. You can't just simply ask them some questions here and keep it close to your chest for a while.
I could, but I'm also on a timeline, and in the event that they do know more, that will stop my timeline, and it will also stop yours. So my offer is that I will turn a blind eye for now. And I never saw any of you here, if that is what you want.
I guess if that's the offer on the table. And I'd sort of like look back over the group. So it was just like shooting the shit. I really don't think that sinister, though.
I don't either, but I also don't know that one. And she points to Sullen.
Oh, well. He's a fine little fellow, I think. I mean, he's no more or less I guess creepy than I am now.
Yes, you have gone through a few changes.
Like, look at my hands and like flex them and be like, yeah, not by choice, but can't go back, and who knows, maybe it'll come in handy, like they said. The climbing has helped a few times.
Indeed.
But I understand that you can't compromise the church too much, and I appreciate that you're not arresting us, I guess, if that's that then.
Indeed. And she'll start guiding you back to the party, and so where all are you headed?
Darkstar Forest.
That's quite a distance. And she does some mental calculations.
Unfortunately, yes.
So I assume you haven't given up on what you've been tasked to do.
I would sort of like look over the party. I don't super know your tasks. It's mostly keeps.
Not giving up. No, just
He asked me to look
got
into
a little
something.
sidetracked for a bit. That's all.
Quite a few things that we do have to do, but this is our current pursuit.
Mari, do you have anything left? Can you help them? And Mari, kind of a little distracted because of the shenanigans with Scotty and Blaze. Oh, thank you, Fateful Encounters, for that raid. Will come in and was like, oh yeah, give me a second. And she starts, and for about the next 10 minutes she starts drawing this elaborate circle on the ground, and is like, okay, after like most of the 10 minutes is over, she's like, okay, when I finish the circle, you're gonna need to like go really fast. I know of a circle in there's a magic college in Ilmgarnia, and oh god, I don't know what that town is called. Sometimes it's called Fort Smith, and sometimes it's called Big Rock, and then sometimes, I don't know, there's just a bunch of wars and they change the name often, but there is a magic college and I can get you there. You're still gonna have about 400 miles to travel, but that gets you a little bit closer. And that accent
it.
was all over the
Thanks.
place. I don't know what it is. Like, it was vaguely Southern, vaguely not, I don't know.
Did great.
It's fantastic.
As I throw this pen. Caught it though.
Well, thank you. That saves us a huge amount of time, actually.
Yeah.
Certainly does.
Thank you, Marnie.
Thank you so much, Mari. And then I would sort of like look at Luna and like grab her hand in both of mine and just be like, thank you.
You are welcome, and I'm sure we will meet again soon.
Hopefully without a sword over anyone's head.
Indeed. Looks at...
Not audible to the rest of us.
I feel like I would have whispered that part.
Okay.
All right. And Mari's like, are y'all ready to go? God.
Yeah.
I think so.
Graham's horse's reins.
Yep.
We owe you drinks next time.
Sold. And she connects the thing and like, go. You all like with your horses.
Yep.
Thum, 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 thum. You one by one just race through the portal and what's all this?
Hey, I'm Scotty.
Oh.
What's your name?
Dimitri. How?
Thank you.
And you see this gnomish gentleman that has a long, fluffy gray beard, kind of balding. These itty bitty little spectacles on the end of his nose, and he's wearing these like elaborate royal blue mage robes with silver and gold embroidery all throughout them. How did you get here?
We do assure you it was an emergency, and we do apologize about the horses, of course. We are on a mission, and someone was able to get us closer to our destination. We didn't know it would be inside your... Is this room at all impressive?
It is. So it is. There are high ceilings. It kind of looks like you're in the middle of a library, but with these like high arched ceilings, and there are books all from like floor up to the top of the ceiling. So many books.
We were unaware that it would bring us into your impressive institution. Again, we are sorry. Can you possibly point us to the exam?
We'd be happy to leave as quickly as possible.
Yes. Benjamin, and he claps.
Call back.
You're welcome. And this very very kind of scrawny and slight young, what you assume is wizard in training, comes with just this mop of a bowl cut of hair. His robes are a little too long for him, and so he kind of trips as he's walking. And yes, Benjamin, see these and he just takes in the skeletal horse.
This poor man.
Just take them away. And Benjamin's like, oh, okay. follow me. And
Actually, before we go,
Let's get the horses out before we go.
get the horses out. Sullen's going to probably slide sideways off of the horse and as gracefully as possible sort of land on his feet and just go, do you know anywhere to stay? We've travelled quite a long way. You have a very beautiful place here, and of course we're going to get out of it, but this is perhaps a facility that we could sleep in. Be out of your hair in the morning, depending on your kindnesses, although you do look very kind.
I suppose the rusty rail has rooms for you.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you very much for the recommendation. Again, thank you. Apologies for the late entrance.
Do you mind pointing us in a direction?
Well, when you leave, then... And at that moment,
That's ominous.
Scotty,
No, what?
No.
your horse just plops in the middle of...
No!
I prestidigitate immediately. Just so
Just
sorry.
to clarify, the horse fell over or the horse took a shit?
It took a shit.
Good job.
Okay, just to clarify.
It's just what horses do.
It's mostly grass.
Fine.
Prestidigitating that. Just so sorry. And I'm just like shooting everyone a look to say
Yeah, we
Awkward moment of silence. Everybody's like,
we are leaving. Sullen is thaumaturging, the door open in front of them. Like, let's go.
a direction, like just sort of over his shoulder, like.
Benji will show you. Get
Okay.
out.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Dimitri. Okay, thanks, bye.
And Benji's like, oh, right this way. And he's kind of laughing at the horse and just this situation. So, looking all at you, then I'll like kind of doing like a with Sheer, and then also kind of doing a with Blaze and Hazel, and also a little with Sullen.
He winks.
We appreciate you showing us the way.
Well, that's probably the most entertaining thing that'll happen all week. Yeah, you don't want to stay at the rusty rail. That place is a dump. You, no.
Well, spit it out.
I'm going through.
Don't make him nervous. He seems twitchy.
Take as much
He's
time
already
as you
nervous.
need.
I just, okay, look, there's a lot of turnover in town, and, okay, the Sleeping Swan.
Do you mind giving us directions? And we appreciate the recommendation as well.
Yeah, so when you exit here and take a left, go down about 2 blocks, and then hang a right for another 3 blocks, and you'll get there. If anyone in town asks you for directions, just ignore them and keep walking.
What does that mean?
Usually, it's not quite a scam as much as it is a you're gonna get jumped and shanked and all
Is
your
it
stuff.
just if they ask you for directions or if they talk to you? Or if you ask them for directions? Or if you
We've
start
been in
talking to them.
rougher places, I think we'll be all right. But thank you.
The advice is appreciated. If there's a common
Yeah.
racket around here, then we should be aware of it.
Well, you all will stand out, so
I'm sure we'll be all right.
Tend to do that.
Well, hopefully nobody makes any poor decisions tonight.
he kind of looks at all of you and then is like, if you have hoods, you may want to raise them. And
Is there any particular reason that we shouldn't, well, stand out here other than typical muggings?
I mean, you do look like you can handle yourselves. And then he looks to Bjorn and Scotty and Blaze in particular. And that's probably going to be the problem.
How so?
In that you're, whether you mean it or not, you're going to be seen as a threat.
And who is it who doesn't like being threatened?
Well, her name is Glenora. She's the current warlord. And she sees any powerful being as a threat to her position.
So keep our heads down and our mouths shut.
And leave as quickly as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Would we look less threatening if we were, like, reading a book?
No,
I think we should cover our weapons and try not to make too much noise.
Feel that we're gonna make some noise.
Your name was Benny, right?
Benny, Benji, Benjamin.
Well, do you have a preference?
I go by Ben.
And Ben it is. Are you going to be all right?
Oh yeah, I'll be fine. Nobody notices me until they do, and then there's usually yelling.
All right.
Thanks.
Well, then I hope you have a good evening.
You'll be safe. That was pretty funny back there, though.
Sure, livened up the day a little.
It sure seemed like he was indignant.
Yeah. Anyway, I've got to go back and get back to work.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
Wish you all the best. He turns on his heel and walks away. As you open the door and exit, you see a half orc come flying and land face down, skidding in front of you. And then you see this woman who looks, she's gotta be from across the other side of the street. She's gotta be a solid 6'7". She is mostly muscle. Her face claim would be probably kind of along the lines of Gwendolyn Christie. And full, like, not quite like full armored, but think like full, like more of like a bandit style armor of like leathers and furs, and more along the lines of kind of Scotty style. And she has this giant club that has these spikes protruding from them, as if somebody took what looks like a club and put big old like railroad spikes through it in all different directions. Some kind of curled. It's like a very metal vibe. And she sees all of you stepping out. Well, what brings you lot to my town?
Is this the warlord?
And that's where we're gonna end the episode.
Giant lady. Gonna murder us. Step on me.
Woman.
Everyone calling for fight pit in the chat. You're breaking my heart. Scotty's at like 10 HP.
Also, this is the exact person. They're like, don't fuck with them. So let's not.
Let's fuck with them.
Let's not. No.
That is our MO, but like maybe not this time.
We will be leaving. Thank you. Bye.
And we just need one
not
more
pursue us.
rest.
Thank you.
You'll never take gold.
All right, let's go around and do our shout outs. Let's start with Dusty.
Hello, everybody. I am Dusty, or Elegant Feather Duster. You can find me places like Instagram, where I post fun cosplay stuff, among other things. I'm on Twitter as Elegant Feather, because there's a character limit. I post art and other kinds of fun TTRPG stuff. Enjoy. Come say hi to me. I'm also here on Twitch as Elegant Feather Duster. I normally stream on Fridays. You guys probably noticed I've been having a little bit of a hiccup with my internet, so I may or may not be streaming on this Friday, depending on whether I can get a tree trimmed in the back of my building. So keep an eye on Twitter and I'll let you know.
Kai.
Hi, hello. I am Stephanie, or Kai, Kiowa Cosplay, on the things and the stuff. That's what I do. I might eventually start posting somewhere again.
Vic.
Hello, I'm Vic, or Vi, or Vicious Fuckery, and I am mostly a cosplayer. I also draw art, and I have been working on cowboy portraits, which should be finished this week, because I only have one left to do. I'm very excited about it. I have been actually posting a little bit more at Vicious Fuckery on Instagram and on the Twitter, and occasionally sometimes on the TikTok, which I might try and post on this week. But that's it.
Nat.
Hello. Hello, I'm Natalie, Shield Maiden or Shield Maiden cosplay across all platforms. That's Shield with 2 eyes. You can also find me on Instagram at zelman.arts, zelman.arts, and I post all sorts of cosplay and art things. Working on stuff for C2E2 right now, and we'll hopefully have more progress things for that to share soon. But yeah.
Bodani.
Hi, I'm Amber, or Bodoni Italic, or Bodoni Cosplay across all the platforms and things. I don't really have a working space right now, so things are kind of on pause until later, so go check out all these cool kids. Otherwise, come visit our streams on Mondays, or every other Thursday, or every other Fridays, because I live here now. I am now. I'm Simon today. That's yeah.
Hi, my name is Simon.
And I like to do drawings.
What year is it? What year is it?
Hi, I'm Dr. Psychowl. You can find me everywhere as Dr. Psychowl, except for on Twitter, where I'm Dr. Psychowl TV, because I missed it by a mere 24 hours, if not less than that. And yeah, I'm working on a couple of things for C2E2 as well. So yeah. And so check out stuff shortly. We'll be back on Friday for an episode of Darkness Rising. For those of you who are new to the channel and came with the raid, welcome. We have all of our previous content is on our YouTube channel. Gut Punch RP, and so you can get all caught up on Lorelwind if you like. We also have a couple of campaigns that are fairly new. So we have Darkness Rising, which is every other Friday, and then we have the Cowboys, which is every other Thursday. So this is an off week for Cowboys, an on week for Darkness Rising. You can catch all of that content. I have been your dungeon master this evening, where I have made the players feel things whether they've wanted to or not. And again, I'm Dr. Psychowl, where I may be a doctor, I may be a psychologist, or I may just be 69 owls in a trench coat. We don't know.
Nice.
Nice.
We're gonna go and we're gonna raid Behold Roleplay. They're doing some cool Mass Effect game, so go, because we do love the Mass Effect on this channel. We love you all, and I hope you all had fun, and then I hope you all had fun as well, and that everyone had a Baja Blast. We love you, and we will see you again on Friday. Bye-bye!
Bye.